Hello and welcome to Ditch Witch Diaries. We are on our fourth and final herb of the Banishing Series, and this herb is going to be Asafoetida. So,
Ooh,
yep. So let me share my screen, and we'll just get right into it, little lovelies.
I'm excited for this one. I don't know much about it. I mean, I'm excited for all of them, but I don't know much about this one.
This is pretty rad. So let's see. Okay, so Asafoetida, and that's what it looks like right there, but we'll look at that more. So that's how you say it. So as I have gone around Asafoetida, but it's Ferula Asafoetida, and the accent is on the F part, the fe. So it's
Hmm.
fetida. So that's what it looks like. That's kind of the botanical drawing, and then this is the actual like what asafoetida looks like when it's growing, and this is kind of like the resin and the sap that comes out of it because it's I don't know if it's sap. It's probably I don't know if it's sap or resin. That's a good
Hmm.
question. Because it
It
turns
looks more
out
like resin,
it
but who
is. So
knows?
it comes out like we'll talk about it.
Okay.
So other names is food of the gods, devil's dung, giant fennel, hill-teat, hing, ingu, ingwa, kayam, narthex palaki, narthex silphium. We'll talk about that as well. Perungayam, stinking gum, ting, unguze, and aspidity. So the parts used is so the it's this is they don't the dried milky sap
Hmm.
and they put or the oleogum resin from the tap roots.
Interesting.
Yes, so I think it's more of a milky sap, but it's dry as brown into this like
Uh,
kind of
hmm.
sticky substance. And also some people use the leaves as well.
Hmm.
So it's the dried juice and the gum or resin is of the taproot that's used. This plant is actually 6 to 10 feet tall, if you can
Wow.
imagine. It's a big ass plant.
Yeah.
And the main habitat for it is Afghanistan and eastern Iran. And it's going to be found mostly where it gets cold, 2,000 to 4,000 feet above sea level, in that like middle layer between where it's like mountainous regions and then not near the sea level, or it's like kind of in that middle height.
Hmm.
And it's one of those plants with umbels. And if you remember what umbels are, it's like a stalk, and then out of the stalk grows a bunch of different little stalks, and then out of those
Hmm.
is a bunch of different the flowers are on those. So it's like an umbellicious plant.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I do remember us talking about that actually.
Yes. And it has a very strong fetid odor. Okay, so I don't know anybody who's disagreed with this. Everybody, because it's called devil's dung. Like everybody,
Yeah.
people even say that like you can't even keep it like next to other things. It has to be sealed tight. It's really will it will ruin your whole pantry. You have to be really careful about it. So even though it has this horrible odor, it's used as a condiment because when it's heated up or sautéed or stir fried in a little bit of oil, it
Hmm.
takes on this really deep umami flavor, and it becomes much more mild, and it really adds to a bunch of stuff. And we're gonna see.
Interesting.
I can't even imagine who decided that this horrible thing could be used like that. So it's related to the carrot and the fennel families. And we'll just go right ahead. So there's some witchy lore, and I hope you adore this picture because
I love this picture.
it's said to have grown from the semen of a god of fertility when it toasted into the air.
God, of course.
Isn't that lovely?
So lovely.
So then the lore stories and cultural import from the Greeks and the Romans. So around this is why it's called the Narthex Silphium, is because around 328 BC, Alexander's army came in to the, we don't know, it probably wasn't defined as whether it was Iran or Afghanistan. It was like
Mm.
this Middle Eastern area, and they mistook the Asafoetida for another plant, and it was this plant called Silphium, and it's really wild. They brought it back, and and Asafoetida never really grew well in Greece, but
Mm.
Silphium was eventually harvested to extinction. So we don't even
Oh,
know what Silphium is like, except for that there's accounts of it.
interesting.
I know. Um, Hippocrates talked of its medicinal properties, of Asafoetida's medicinal properties, so it was already known of at that time.
Mm.
So it was also a spice that was along the Silk Road. It was a traded spice, and the Silk Road, if you don't know, was a route that connected the Middle East to medieval Europe. So,
Mm.
yes, it was something that was traded there. And it was really popular in Iran. So it was popularized by the Abbasid Caliphate in the Kitab al-Tabikh, which is this old book of recipes. And it was a recipe book. And it's funny that it's Arabic because Persian is they speak Farsi, not Arabic. So
Yeah.
but there's a whole chapter of this book that's dedicated to the use of the asafoetida leaves in different stews.
Oh, interesting.
And so, hold on, before I even, hold on, dang it all, of course, it does that. Okay, so before I even go any further, I wanted to just say that it's funny because a lot of other places in the Middle East, things are very similar. So, but Iran has some really unique stews that you don't see in other regions, going to
Yeah.
Sea and like really unique things. But if you
Mm.
go to like other places, like even between even not in the Middle East per se, but like if you go between like Greece and Turkey and Armenia, things are often very similar but named differently. And then they have a
Mm.
little differences in spices, but they all
Mm.
kind of do a lot of the same things.
Yeah.
Iran, though, has a whole interesting different layers of flavor. And so I'm not really sure. This is just from Iran. So I'm wondering if this is all those
Mm.
recipes that underline all that delicious Persian food that
Oh, so good.
go in
Yeah.
that. Exactly.
Love Persian food.
It was also found in traditional Persian medicine as part of the Unani-Tibb, which influenced Greco-Arabic systems. The Asafoetida was both loved and feared. So, because it had such an overwhelming odor, it was often used immediately to drive out evil spirits, bad winds, especially ones that cause digestive upset or respiratory distress. Um, so the Unani-Tibb is an ancient system of medicine that originated in Greece and was further developed by Arab and Persian scholars. And it's a holistic approach to healthcare. It focuses on balancing humors and which is the body's fluids that they thought they knew of at the time to maintain
Mm.
health and treat illness.
Yeah.
So in India, we also see asafoetida being used in a variety of ways, in many ways. So it's used by the 12th century. It's been being used as a flavoring, but it's also they know about it that it's going to help with the gas. And so it's
Mm.
added to bean dishes, and I'm sure like dal and all those things it's
That's
added
so
to.
smart. Oh my God.
Exactly. So it flavors, but it also alleviates all the gas created
Yeah.
from these dishes.
Interesting.
And then in India, there's quite a few groups, including the Jains, and I think there's another group that I'm going to highlight that are prohibited from eating root vegetables, and this includes onions and garlic. And
Mm.
so asafoetida, the flavor when it's mellowed out, it's really umami, but it also has a tinge of this onion garlic flavor.
Mm.
And so the Jains would use asafoetida as a substitute for onions and garlics in their food.
Interesting.
So here's the next one. The Kashmiri Pandits in northern India, they also avoid onions and garlics, and they used asafoetida extensively in their food.
Hmm.
It's also a sacred plant of Shakti. So
Oh.
they're in tantric traditions and other folk traditions, they called this Hing. Okay, and it's considered to carry the fiery energy of the goddess Shakti. So it was, even though it was super pungent, it wasn't viewed as disgusting or offensive, but like really potent and strong.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. And it was able to like break down these like energies that were stuck, and it was able to remove obstacles in the body um
Mhm.
and subtle energy systems. So a really strong like herb or resin.
Mm.
And it was also known to the folk healers in the Deccan Plateau in rural India, and they burned Hing during ritual exorcisms, so
Mm.
and spiritual banishings.
Mhm.
So it's, even though the smell is intense, it's supposed to choke or and banish and push off evil spirits, or what they call bhutas,
Mm.
especially if those bhutas were going to cause damage, like madness or
Mhm.
seizures or digestive issues. So it's
Yeah.
kind of connected to this medicinal use, because
Mm.
they, a lot of in folk thinking, and maybe not so inaccurately, like
Yeah.
some of these digestive ailments were thought to be caused by evil spirits.
Mhm.
So you could use asafoetida. It would alleviate the gas, and it would drive away these evil little farting spirits.
I love that verbiage of choking, like choking it out. I like that.
Me too. So there's also this traditional belief that ghosts and harmful spirits can't tolerate the smell of asafoetida. So sometimes babies were even anointed with a dab of this hideous smelling herb,
Oh,
a
nice.
paste of Hing, to protect them from the evil eye.
Mm.
So then it was also used in Africa and then later to Jamaica as well. And it's in African and Jamaican traditions, it's usually worn as an amulet to repel demons.
Mm.
And in the US, it's all asafoetida is also used. So during the Spanish flu, asafoetida amulets were used to protect themselves. And I don't know if I say this, but a lot of places said that these amulets probably did protect people from getting sick, because it repelled people from even getting near them.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is
Definitely.
it. So the Pennsylvania Dutch, they refer to this as Diewelsdrack, and it literally meant devil's dung as well.
Mhm.
And it was combined with, and I don't, do you say this, cinquefoil, cinquefoil,
Oh, I've heard of that, but I don't know how to say it.
and wormwood to
Mhm.
create remedies or charms that would deter bad spirits and even bad visitors.
Mhm.
And sometimes it was fashioned into amulets to guard again against disease, but also impure influences. So you can tell it kept away like people from getting too close to you, whether it was to cause disease or to have other impurities.
Love it.
I know.
I should have carried that around during COVID.
Exactly. I know. So then we go to Appalachia and the Ozarks. And it was common for people to wear small cloth pouches known as asphodity or
Mm.
asphodity bags. And they were often filled with strong smelling herbs like Asafoetida, and it was used to ward off the influenza and other contagions. Of course, well, we keep
Yeah.
people at bay. So the correspondences for Asafoetida, it's fiery. It's warm in the third degree. That's what I've read. And the planet. So I've heard Mars a lot, sometimes Saturn, and then Bayerel went out on a limb and said Pluto. So I don't know.
Oh, Pluto, that's interesting.
Yeah, exactly. The astrological sign. So a lot of times I heard like Mars in Gemini or alternatively Aries and Scorpio. So that was, I think, Bayerel too. So
Mm.
and then the tarot, the devil card. So according to Bayerel, it will. I think I even talked about this a little bit, so we won't go into too much. If I don't, we'll swing back around to the devil card, but
Yeah.
he talks about that. And the chakra is the root chakra because the resin or the sap that hardens into this sticky mess is comes from the root. It comes from like the main root ball.
Makes sense.
I couldn't find a Sabbat, and in fact, people said there is no Sabbat.
Mm.
The moon phase is waning, so just like we would expect with anything like this, that Banishing
Yeah, for sure.
tells, yeah,
Yeah. Getting rid of.
exactly. The goddesses I found were Athena, Hecate, and Shakti, of course.
Yeah.
And then this is really cool. There are certain crystals that are associated with Asafoetida,
Hmm.
black tourmaline, black diamond. So you can consecrate a black diamond with asafoetida, and it's also good to store asafoetida with a black diamond.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Also,
I love obsidian.
yes, obsidian, black tourmaline, black diamond. So the magical properties. So you can burn it to hex an enemy or curse an enemy. It's good for counter magic, which I love. I love a good counter magic.
Me too.
Favorite, a good mirror spell.
Yeah.
Back, baby. Luck,
Mm.
positive energy, protection, of course. And we're going to like, when we get more into the protection, we'll be drawing out the exact differences between protection and banishing.
Mm.
Purification. It's said that it's wolf bait too, which is interesting.
Like literal
Literal wolf
wolf?
bait, yes.
Interesting.
It's supposed to incite visions and prophetic dreaming.
Hmm.
And then this is it. You can use it as an incense to learn the secrets of the devil card. You can learn what you're chained to.
I mean, I don't know if you're going to go more into depth with that, but I kind of like that because
Too.
I mean, when we're talking about like banishing, we're talking about things that we're trying to like disconnect from, which is
Mm-hmm.
the devil card, right? It's like our chains. So,
Exactly.
like, for example, I mean, this is just the first thing that came into my head, but let's say that we wanted to like stop doing some habit, we might want to like try to banish that activity or that need or that want. And that's exactly what the devil card is. So I really like that association.
Me too. Me too. And that's Bayerel.
Yeah, we love Beryl.
So initiations, it's used to gain insight. Probably, you know what? It would be good to know what you're chained to if you're initiating into things. It's kind of like a good thing to have.
I agree. Yeah.
So now banishing, like what's the deal with how is it associated? It is the supreme tool in banishing. And that book that I originally was talking to you about, I know I don't know if I can find it, but it's by that
The one
Witches
that I have
of the
too.
West. No, it's that
Oh.
little one. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if I have it right here. Um, Probably not. Oh, there it is. So it is called Banishing Spells, Rituals, and More from the Blue Witch of the West.
Ah.
They use Asafoetida quite a bit in their
Oh, interesting.
rituals. So this
Huh.
little book. Yeah, so very interesting. You can burn it to get someone to leave you alone.
Love that.
Yes, so you place the ash from burning on a piece of paper with a plan of banishment written on it.
Mm.
So you burn the Asafoetida and then you put the ash like on the plan for banishment. You write the plan for banishment on the paper, and then
Mm-hmm.
you burn the Asafoetida and you put the ash from it on the piece of paper. And then so this is another thing too. Okay. So this is kind of goes with that like counterclockwise, but you fold the paper like away from you.
Yeah, yeah, we should add that to the
Yes,
list. I
exactly.
have feelings about that.
Yes. And then you seal it with wax from a black candle and bury it.
Mm. You could also add some pine pitch in there too if you wanted to.
Definitely could. It's supposed to be good for chasing away evil, evil,
Mm. Evil.
chasing away the devil, 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 and his weef, wife, woof.
Nice.
And it evokes demonic forces and binds them.
Interesting.
I know. So it can destroy all manifestations of spirits, no matter how powerful. That's how powerful Asafoetida is.
Hmm.
Especially if you burn it as an incense.
Mm-hmm.
And it's supposed to be really one of the most powerful banishing herbs you can use. It's used in exorcism. So you can hang a piece of the gum around your neck like I said, to protect from disease, but like
Mm.
because you'd smell so bad, people would stay far away from you, and then you would be free of the pox.
Nice. That's like that reminds me of Rosemary's Baby, where she was supposed, did you ever read that book?
I saw the movie. I did
I
not.
haven't seen the movie, but it was probably represented in the movie too, where she wears that necklace of that herb and she's like, it stinks. And she's like, keep wearing it. Don't take it off.
That's right.
Yes.
And then if you burn it in a room, it removes all the energies of a room. Like so,
Oh, like
even,
starting from scratch, like
yes,
fresh.
yes,
Okay,
even those
interesting.
you want. So all your magical items will need to be reconsecrated.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's really powerful at removing energies.
Hmm.
So the medical disclaimer. Okay, this is just for informational use. We're not doctors. I didn't study under anything. You know, I'm just am interested in this. And so I'm just reporting everything and I put my resources at the end. So if you would too like to research it using the ones I did, you're welcome to as well. If you need medical help, if you have extreme gas, you should see a doctor.
We're pro doctor here.
Exactly.
Are we?
So we are definitely pro doctor. So it's antispasmodic, it's an expectorant, and all of these, I would be looking at what these all kind of lead you to believe they are doing. Okay, an expectorant
Hmm.
is getting rid of phlegm, and a menagogue is starting your period, so it's like getting rid of unwanted things.
Flushing your uterus
Worm,
out. Yeah.
vermifuge is getting rid of all the worms in your butt. Okay. It's
Um,
sedative, hypotensive, stimulant. This stimulates everything else. A carminative, getting rid of gas. So yeah. So it's used to stimulate the mucous membranes as well. So it's like gets them flowing and gets stuff out of there if you have,
hmm.
especially if it's all clogged up.
Hmm.
It relieves flatulence and colic from gas. It's used for bronchitis, asthma, and whooping cough. Again, if you've got whooping cough, you got a problem anyway. You should be vaccinated for that shit, man.
Yeah, honestly. We're very pro vaccinations here as well.
Exactly. My gosh, it's whooping cough. What are you going to kill a baby? What the heck's wrong with you? I mean, you may be able to get over some whooping cough, but that little baby who's not vaccinated cannot get over the whooping cough.
Yeah,
There you go.
seriously.
Oh, I love this. Hysteria.
Oh, we love a cure for
I
hysteria.
always have to include it. A hysteria cure. Exactly. For spasmodic nervous disorders.
Hmm.
It's supposed to stimulate your menses. So you know what that means, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, along with other things, pretty has some abortifacient qualities to it as well.
Yep. We
right?
love a good abortifacient.
We do. We love those, especially in our day and age. Everybody needs to know
Yes.
all about abortifacients.
Yes.
So again, so with that said, if you do not want to, if you are pregnant and would like to keep that little pup, you shouldn't be having any Asafoetida, okay? And same with breastfeeding. You shouldn't be having it with breastfeeding. So
Yeah.
that's what it is. So these are
Hmm.
my sources for
I
this.
like your Effie.
Exactly. Exactly. Let's think about this. So there's a lot of resources that I used and a lot of really interesting. I doubled that. How odd. Anyway, most of our books, you guys know them. So let me stop my sharing. So that is Asafoetida, and I don't know if I would love to just smell it to just see what it's like. I'm kind of intrigued.
Yeah, me too. I wonder like how it compares to Valerian
Yeah, Valerian.
smell wise.
I remember that Valerian story about my boyfriend.
Yeah.
He had some valerian sitting on his bedside table, and I was giving him a massage, and I kept smelling it. I thought his feet were stinky, and I was like so disturbed. And, like I was literally upset because things like that really upset me. And so, weird smells and bad like hygiene and stuff like that. So, so but then like I was like suggesting that he go and like shower, and he's like, "What are you talking about?" Like I just did, and I'm like, I told, and then all of a sudden I looked over and I saw the Valerian, and I'm like, "Oh my God, I thought the Valerian was you." It was so sad.
Oh
It's like
man.
we both were cracking up. Anyway, we had a little bit of a little Valerian hijinks there.
Oh, so funny.
So I'm dying to see though but it's supposed to smell like I don't know if it smells like dung. That doesn't sound too good. That's
No.
worse than
Does
bad
not.
feet, right? Because
Yeah.
yeah, Valerian is little like stinky feet or bad socks or something.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
anyway, so our next set of discussions, the last two on banishing, are going to be kind of like a discussion about theories in banishing. And we have so many topics, and I'm so
So many.
excited for you guys to join us because they're really interesting. We'll give our opinions. We'll present the theory, and then we'll give our opinion, but we're pretty good about saying that our opinions are our opinion.
Our own,
Yeah,
yeah. And
whatever.
like
You can, what,
no
yeah,
judgment to anybody who has
yeah.
a different
If you think
opinion. Like,
differently, then more
yeah.
power to you. But
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, anyway, so I hope you join us at the next Ditch Witch Diaries.
Bye.
Bye.